unfortunately, we have things that happen, so we want to let everybody know where we're at, and we're still early in the investigation on this. It's still got we got a long way to go, but we have determined some things, and some things that we still are undetermined on. But just sort of let you know where we're at on June the 2nd, approximately 5:56 a.m. the Headland Police Department received numerous 911 calls in reference to an explosion around the Robert Street area, which is around we got a little restaurant called the Hot Dog Shop. Upon arrival with officers, we found that there were several residents and buildings that were engulfed in flames. The Headland Fire Department, our ambulance and rescue responded to the scene and quickly engulfed the flames that were engulfed, quickly extinguished the fire, and got everything sort of halfway under control there. There was a homeowner at the residence of 103 Robert Street. He was actually in the streets when we had two citizens in Headland that was gracious after they was on the square and heard the explosion, responded and assisted the homeowner to the medical personnel arrived on scene, where he was transported to the Alabama Medical Center, where he was lately airlifted to, I believe, Atlanta, Georgia, to a burn center. What we found with him so far, I believe this morning, he is undergoing surgery for skin grafts. You know, we definitely want to keep our prayers for him and his family, because he's definitely got a long way to go, and he's definitely has suffered a lot. The homeowner, after he was relieved from the scene, we then came and took over the scene. The residence was a total loss. The store that was directly behind the house, which was an antique junk store, junk type store, it was totally engulfed in flames and totally destroyed. The hot dog shop, building junction north of the residence of the explosion, received major damage. We also have damage to several surrounding buildings that have some extensive damage to it. This case is still under investigation, but one thing I will say, that there is no foul at all involved in this. Like I said, this case is definitely still under investigation. It's too early to pinpoint the exact cause of the explosion, due to the fact we have many departments, many agencies that are still involved with it. But our main thing here today is I wanted to tell you that we want to keep the family in prayer that is involved in this. We want to thank the citizens in Headland that quickly responded with 911 calls, that came to assist. We had people that's not involved in law enforcement, not involved in emergency personnel, that came to wanting to assist. And to me, this is just an example of departments working together for a goal and for one purpose. And it shows how this quickly was dissolved. Everybody came together, and how everybody is still working together. I just got especially a list of people that I don't want to miss anybody that was involved in it, because we probably had anywhere from 50 to 60 personnel on scene working, that worked non-stop. Some of that were assisted with us was the State Fire Marshal's Office, the Dothan Police Department, Henry County Sheriff's Department, Abbeville Police Department, the Dothan Bomb Squad, Dothan Fire Department, the Dothan Arson Task Force, ATF, Headland Fire Department, the Henry County Sheriff's Auxiliary, American Red Cross, and we had Dwight Gamble with the Headland National Bank First, I believe is what we call it now. He was very gracious. That his entire building that they have where they do their board meetings and stuff was left open, and assisted us with everything we had. All these people standing out in the hot sun all day long around this fire was very exhausting, and they graciously opened up the bank for us to be able to do our job efficiently and safely. We definitely want to thank them. I personally want to thank, this is one department that's always left behind when something happens. Our communications is never mentioned in something that goes on here. But our communication, it sounds like we answer a phone call and they respond and send people to the scene, but when you receive anywhere from 50 to 60 phone calls, when you got one operator sitting there trying to get everybody out plus answer these calls, they done a fantastic job. I personally want to thank our officers that's involved. They have done a good job. My investigative division, they work non-stop and never complain. But our main goal is to figure out the origin. We've got the origin of the fire, but determine the cause of the fire. Try to get this finished and finalized. Our mayor and our council, you know, they open the books and open their hands and send us out there to do our jobs. And with these other agencies coming together, this is what happens and what makes things work. We see CSI on TV, you know, everything's solved in 45 minutes. We wish we could do that. We wish we could give you more answers and the determination of what caused this. But, you know, we are working nonstop, and we will not work nonstop until this is finalized, and then hopefully give you a final cause to it. But again, I want to thank everybody involved, everybody that's helped with this situation, and again, I want to pray that the family, Mr. Wells is, from what I understand, it's survivable, but he has a long way to go, and he's going to need a lot of prayers, and we want to pray for him.